It is the 2012 Calgary Flames Development Camp. Hey, Heat fans, Ryan Pinder here. We are checking in with a guy that really was an eyebrow raiser of a draft pick when the Calgary Flames selected him in the 4th round a few years ago. But Johnny Gaudreau, since then, has made the Flames look brilliant, and he might be passing through Abbotsford on his way to the Bigs. Let's catch up with one of the top prospects in the organization, John Gaudreau. John, tell us about a special year with Boston College and what you managed to accomplish there as a freshman.
We had a good year. We won a national championship and won a lot of tournaments and a lot of bean pod and stuff like that. And we had a good year. I came coming into Boston College. Teammates got me in there, and I felt right at home as soon as I got there.
Were you surprised how quickly you adjust? You end up leading the team in goals scored, things like that. Did you expect that?
Oh yeah, very surprised. I mean, I was coming into Boston College hoping to play every single game and getting the power play, penalty kill, hopefully. And throughout the whole year, my coaching staff put me in all those opportunities, and I have much thanks for them to giving me a chance to prove myself in those the chances they've given me. So I'm real thankful for that.
Playing Dubuque 2 years ago. You get a phone call on the Saturday of the draft. Are you surprised? Were you expecting it? And what did you think when the Flames were on the other end of the line?
Oh, yeah, very surprised and excited at the same time. I mean, I didn't even think I was going to get drafted, like you said. I don't even know what I was ranked. I don't even think I was ranked. And getting drafted, let alone in the 4th round, such a pretty good round to get drafted in. I was really honored to get drafted for the Flames, and real excited to get Mr. Feaster, Jay Feaster's call. So,
you know what? At the time, we had Johnny box with another player. So when it came down, and the other guy happened to go, even though Johnny was higher in the box, and they just said, you know what? We don't care about size. This is the best guy at this spot, hands down. Like, he's going to be gone shortly after. So everyone was really excited about the pick, and I'm thinking, like, I looked at the size, and I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be interesting. But then he came to the first development camp, and I could totally see why. So from that point and then until this year, I mean, it's amazing. He's like a different player, though. I mean, you kind of watch him, just the way he came in, the way he handles himself, going to Boston College for a year, win a national championship, you know, and he just yesterday in the scrimmage, he was unbelievable. So it's exciting to see how he's coming along, and he's taken huge strides from last year to this year, and he's only going to get better.
Talk to me a bit about his freshman year. Obviously, you mentioned the national championship, but he wasn't a small part in that, and I think people might have expected a smaller role as a smaller freshman.
Well, I mean, you know, in 2 of the tournaments, he was MVP of the tournaments. So, I mean, and as you watch, he was on the first line with Chris Kreider that ended up going play for the Rangers, and you know, you really saw Johnny being a huge part of that team, and it was disappointing for us when he didn't make the World Junior team. But you know, I went in to see him in Detroit and watched him play, and he just does so many special things. And I mean, even though he doesn't have the size, he's actually gotten a little bit bigger. He's grown a little bit, not a ton, but a little bit, and you know, and the thing is, it's just confidence. He just looks so much more controlled out there, and just the way he handles himself, you know, even with the media and everything else. I mean, everybody will get to see how special this guy is.
Well, throughout my life, I mean, many people, many reports, stuff like that, said I can't make it because I'm too small. And I mean, I just try to zone it out and try to just ignore it and try to prove them wrong, show them I can do it. And guys in the NHL right now are doing like Briere, Parisi, and St. Louis and guys like that, and I just want to hopefully get a chance to prove myself like they have.
So in Hockey East, you would have seen a lot of John Gaudreau. What did you see, and what can Flames and Heat fans possibly expect in the future?
Well, just a little forward who's a playmaker. He, you know, from what I hear, he didn't think he was going to be ready, and he came to Hockey East as a freshman at BC, and he really exploded well. And I think, you know, I don't know if it was expected or not, but he fulfilled everyone's expectations of him, and you know, he was a little player, he likes to find ice, and he got the job done.
Oh, he may not look the biggest out there, but he's got the vision that I've never seen like something like that before. He'll make passes through your skates, through your stick, that you didn't even think there was a hole there. So I've been on the back end of those a few times, so it's nice to be out there with him on the same side of the puck, and hopefully it'll work out for the best for us. But yeah, he's definitely a player that can do some scary things when he's got the puck, and especially when he doesn't have the puck as well.
All my main goals getting stronger, and throughout the getting stronger and making teams like World Juniors, like you said, and hopefully getting a chance to play with the Flames or the Heat, and just my most concern is getting stronger and hopefully getting a couple more inches on me. So
I think I think that, like Johnny himself said, that it was development camp here last year that made him realize that he was going to be able to make the jump successfully and smoothly. You know, that was his first way of judging himself against his peers, and I think everyone knew he'd go in and be successful. I don't know that you could have predicted he would have been that successful that quickly, just because Boston College is such a deep program with so many good players. You know, if he had gone to Northeastern, where he was originally planning on going, you would have expected that sort of the big fish in a smaller pond. But to go to a school like BC with players of that kind of pedigree and move up the ranks that quickly, I think that was a little surprising to everybody.
What did you see on the ice from him when you went out and saw some of that Hockey East or Frozen Four action?
Well, you know, his brain's always been better than everyone else, and that's sort of what enables him to do the things he's done at his size. You know, if you can think the game as well as he thinks it, you know, if guys that have that PhD in hockey IQ, you know, they can usually make the jump and overcome maybe some of their physical deterrents, and every time I see him play, that's what stands out to me, is the way he thinks the game.
The timeline's an interesting one because he could spend up to 4 years in college, but there was talk that there was even, you know, should he come out, would he be open to it, does he want to? What do you see as a timeline for him in the next 2-3 years?
I wouldn't get in the business of projecting. You know, it's a 1 year at a time type thing, and you see how he develops and how each year goes for him, and you know, obviously we stay in close contact with him and meet with him, and we'll take it 1 year at a time, and you know, maybe it's next summer, maybe it's after he graduates. I think you just sort of got to let that play out and be patient.